Guys, Revolution will be televised, and today I have for you something really special. Actually kinda game breaking. New legendary king setup. This will slay every goddamn content Division 2 can offer to you. You will annihilate any legendary room. There is simply nothing or nobody that could take you down. There is not enough DPS output on any weapon to get through you. You have insane amount of bonus armor, you have ridiculous shield health, immunity to damage for 10 seconds, which will be refreshed in a couple seconds. As usual, you know what time it is. Uncle Butcher in the building, welcome to Insanity, and I really love this setup. But guys, since expertise system is introduced to Division 2, I would recommend you guys, please don't grind your ass off too hard. Enjoy the game. You will not able to boost your gear in one day. Unfortunately, this is not how it works. Of course, you have some cheese mechanics, but if you will try to basically upgrade or update every goddamn piece in 1 or 2 days, you will burn yourself out and you will not have any fun whatsoever, because let's be honest, this game can get really repetitive, especially in terms of grind, and this expertise system is no exception. So I would recommend you to use new gear, experiment with the setups, just like what I did with this build, because I'm using BULWARK with CATHARSIS mask, Vanguard talent on my chest piece, which will basically make me immortal. But once my shield is off, I have huge amount of armor. I have galvanized talent, which is my little dirty secret here, and of course Scorpio shotgun, which is one of the best weapons for PV content. And once I will apply status effect on my enemy, I will receive bonus armor. On top of that, I have protection from elites, I have armor regen, I have damage from Catharsis mask. This is absolutely nuts, and of course healing, absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not even mentioning that you're gonna boost your teammates with ridiculous amount of armor. You can play without or with shield, doesn't matter, it goes both ways. But before we continue, quick word from this sponsor. Guys, if you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles, they will complete your order super quick. Everything happens with account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. These guys can be absolutely trusted. I have tested this service by myself, and now with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on all services. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below or contact the operator and he will tell you everything you should know. But in terms of this setup, oh my goodness. First of all, you can basically stop those dogs immediately with your disrupt grenades, which will provide ridiculous flexibility to you and your teammates. You have a rocket launcher, which will basically annihilate dogs. So, as you may guess, I'm using technician specialization, but again, everything works really well together because your grenades will be counted as status effect, so it will trigger immediately galvanized talent on your backpack. Really dope synergy. Of course, you could switch some things here and there, and I'm using new brand or gear set as well, which is giving me bonus armor. Since I'm using Gila Guard, a new brand set that's extra 10% bonus armor, and of course Bulwark additional 10% that gives me 20% buff, which is kinda nuts, and without expertise system boost. Guys, if you didn't know, by leveling up your gear you'll receive extra armor, so you can reach really insane amount of numbers in terms of armor on each piece, extra 10%, so it's pretty handy. So in total you would get 10% bonus armor. Really dope synergy. So I think you could reach maybe 2.3, 4 million armor, maybe 2.5 if your gear will be maxed out and you're gonna use gear pieces which will boost your armor. I'm really curious what's the maximum potential, but with this time to kill from other hand, it could be tricky. But if you will use armor regen and maybe Heartbreaker gear set with Catharsis mask, Jesus Christ, it sounds kinda painful. Damn! Massive, what have you done? Anyway, guys, if you want to be updated with all the best PvE, PvP builds, you know where you have to be. Hit that like, smash the sub, or leave a hateful comment. You know how the system works, but let's dive into the setup. For specialization, we will use Technician specialization because it will provide us with one extra skill tier, which is really handy for our artificial hive, and of course you could use one more offensive core attribute on your setup to get most damage possible. For my weapon, oh, and don't forget that actually Technician specialization will provide you with skill damage and skill healing, so you can switch between those two options. And of course you have disrupt grenades, which are really nice on legendary difficulty. But for my weapons I'm using, of course, Vindictive, the garage name at SMG, really nice with Scorpio. This synergy is kind of amazing. You will apply status effects and you can switch to garage SMG, kill enemy, non-elite for example, and you will get crit chance and crit damage boost and your teammates. That's pretty goddamn spectacular synergy. But if you're a solo player, I would recommend to use Reformation talent. Why Reformation is so goddamn good? Because with one headshot only you'll receive immediately 30% skill repair boost, which will work with your artificial hive, and that will heal your shield. So again, perfect synergy, and you can refresh the stack. You can nail those headshots non-stop, and all the time you will have 30% skill repair. For the pistol, it depends on your preference. We will not use pistol, but if you're gonna play maybe with directives, I would recommend you to use maybe D50. That's one of the hardest hitting pistols in the game, and maybe with Optimist. Again, it depends on your preference. For my mask, I'm using new exotic Catharsis mask. It already has armor regen on, repair skill, and on top of that, guys, once I will receive huge amount of damage, and since we are face tanking every goddamn enemy in this game, you will proc this Catharsis mask immediately and you will receive 30% weapon damage boost, which is insane with your Scorpio shotgun. Absolutely dope synergy, and like I said, you could of course use one more offensive core attribute in this setup, but I'm focusing to armor, so you have some options or versatility how you could run this build. And I love armor because I'm boosting my teammates with Vanguard and Galvanized talent, and that will be basically scaled of my amount of armor I have, or those talents will be scaled of amount of armor I have. For my chest piece, I'm using of course Gilligard name a chest piece with perfect Vanguard talent. Why this talent is so goddamn special? Because once you will use your shield, it will be immune to damage, and enemies basically are trying to hit your head of course, but Vanguard will block the headshots as well. This is a really nice life hack here. If your shield will be immune, for example with overcharge or with immunity from Vanguard talent, as you see, Changa is trying to nail my head, but Vanguard will immediately block all incoming damage. Maybe only from the back you could receive some damage, but from the front everything is blocked. So again, dope synergy, and again you will give your teammates huge amount of armor. For holster, I'm using Bulwark armor and of course skill repair, which will work with artificial hive. Again, you can basically push this to whatever direction you want. You can use skill tier. Skill tier will be counted of course as armor core attribute for your shield, so it will give that skill boost to your artificial hive and of course one extra tier to your shield, but I would recommend you to still stick with damage out. And yeah, pretty goddamn impressive if you ask me, this synergy. And for backpack, I'm using Alp Summit for repair skill reasons, and unfortunately I have hell here. I would look for hazard protection or armor regen and galvanized talent, which will work with my Scorpio shotgun. For gloves, I'm using new brand set I have hazard protection armor again. Of course, in perfect world, I would use repair skill here. So this is not perfect build, and my armor again is not optimized. So I'm guessing I would have 2.2 million armor with maxed out core attributes. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for that. And for knee pads, I'm using, of course, Foundry Bulwark knee pads with repair skill. In terms of my skills, artificial shield, pretty goddamn self-explanatory. Butcher drops the mic. See you in the next one.